My name is Jordan, and you're watching Friday Night Blitz.
All right, well, we just saw North Polk get a statement win over Nevada in tonight's regular season finale, so we'll send it back out to Dave Bingham, who's with our Coach of the Week, Tim Tebrink.
All right, back on the Friday Night Blitz with our Coach of the Week, Tim Tebrink. And Coach, yeah, we have been with you a couple times, but, you know, we've had you in the show, too. I mean, back in the day when we're still at the station, you know, but we're out here live after this game. And what's it mean for you? It's been a fun season, but you really capped off Week 9 really well.
It was. We wanted to finish strong. We knew it. Biggest thing was the senior night, getting our kids to go home with a win. The senior class, have been with them for 4 years. It started against Nevada when we fell short. You guys were here, and you know it's one of those stories where every game our kids get better. Every game our kids seem like they're trying to improve, and they play with each other. They play with love in their hearts for each other, and it's a fun group to coach.
This Nevada team, class act over there. They do a really nice job, and you know, to be coming in this the #1 RPI in 3A, your District 2 is really tough. But what'd you do so well? You think? I mean, aside coming out and scoring right away, that helped.
Biggest thing was getting the lead. They are such a good team where they get the ball, and they've been so good all year about bleeding the clock. And they chunk you for 5 yards at a time. They put 18 play drives on the field offensively, and you run out of time. So for us, getting a good start with our offense to score points, and then digging ourselves out of that hole was huge for us. And it's really was complementary football where our offense was clicking, our defense got stops, our special teams made big plays for us when we needed them, and it's just that good complementary football.
You see some kids rising up and making plays. If you want to do anything, you got to do that. And you've really had some kids. I mean, when we saw Miller, we were like, okay, feed him. But now other kids are coming around. But defensively, holy cow, things are going well.
They are. Our guys fly to the ball. We talk about, you know, bringing our shoulder pads, getting to the ball, and how many hats can we get, and play aggressively. And that's what they did tonight. And that's, I mean, that 15 is as good as you see run the ball as a quarterback. They got good personnel. They're well coached on the line. They're big. And so for us to be able to get stops, that was huge for us.
I don't know how we sort this out, because you could still be third in the district with all this RPI stuff after winning this game tonight. It's really weird, because if Humboldt, you know, ends up being the #1 RPI, then I guess you would be the #2 automatically. But it's kind of like with your as high as we are in the RPI, these three teams, you're all getting in, aren't you?
We're in. It's a deep district. The biggest thing we told our kids is, you know, we can't control any of that other stuff. We can control what we do on the field, and that's what our kids did. They brought it and they played hard.
What are you looking forward to going into next week? How excited are you?
Very excited. You know, now you just got to get some sleep and figure out who you're going to play tomorrow, and then it's go time. Get to work.
Get some sleep. That's overrated. You know that. All right. That's going to do it. Appreciate Coach Tebrink. Send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, let's get into some Class 1A playoff action. The defending state champions Van Meter hosting Pleasantville. Well, the Bulldogs start off strong. Ben Gordon gets the carry. He powers his way in for the touchdown to get Van Meter on the board. They go up 7-0. Now we'll move on to the second quarter. Van Meter going with the trick play here. It got everybody all thrown out of whack, me included. Michael Banks is there to make the grab for the score. And the Bulldogs take a 14-0 lead. Now Pleasantville, they would start to find some rhythm on offense, but the Van Meter defense brought that to a screeching halt. That pass is deflected and tipped by another Bulldog defender and falls in the arms of Porter Doggett, who is wrestled to the ground, but a huge turnover for the Bulldogs to stay in control. And Van Meter would find the end zone one more time before the half, and it's none other than Ben Gordon who punches it in, and they'd head into halftime with a 21-0 lead. And Van Meter cruises to victory over Pleasantville, 49-0 the final.
Treynor on the road taking on ACGC in the blue, and we start with Brock Litter on the quarterback sneak for the first touchdown of the game. Extra points no good, but ACGC leads 6-0. Now Treynor with the ball, and Caden Dirks dives in for the rushing touchdown. Cardinals up 7-6. Dirk takes it right back, makes a few miss, and he goes in for another rushing touchdown. 14-6 Cardinals. Chargers ball, and Brock Littler finishes off the second quarter with another rushing touchdown, and ACGC goes on to win 34-29. West Central Valley at Woodward-Granger. We start with the quarterback Nate Gerling making something out of nothing, and he scrambles, makes a few miss, pump fakes, and he's brought down just short of the goal line. They settle for the field goal. Now Dylan McCauley takes the handoff and is drove back by the Wildcats. Good stop there. Carter Moran makes the handoff and he slides in for the Woodward-Granger touchdown. They go up back to Moran. He throws it up for Dane Polish, and he makes the play in coverage touchdown, and Woodward-Granger sends West Central Valley packing. 34-3 the final.
Well, there's still plenty more to come here on Friday Night Blitz, and when we come back, we'll tell you how the selfless mentality of the Southeast Warren players has resulted in some record-breaking performances.